sweater. Maybe some kind of swing coat that really works well with the lean silhouette. Thigh-high boots, knee-high boots, little high-heeled ankle boots with embellishment interest, pointy-toed pumps.
Anything.
You can tell that I just opened up my closet in my mind, and I'm just reading off what I have in it. But the truth is, I am a huge fan of the skinny, and yet I'm not a skinny girl. I'm about 5'7", and probably shrunk a little, and weigh over 150 pounds, and I'm very comfortable in the size small. So, ladies, this is so easy to wear. It is also the leanest profile, if we can get up close, of any waistband we've ever done. One layer of fabric, one layer of elastic. And that doesn't mean the elastic goes on the inside and creates 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of bulk. That is just one layer. And this is top stitch.
And you know what? This never cuts you. It doesn't roll on you. It won't cut into your belly when you're wearing it. It's fabulous.
They sit perfectly. They just sit perfectly.
And no extra bulk. She still gives you pockets,
which I really
working pockets, but no buttons, no messy zippers. This is slip-on happy. It really is. And this is, again, one of those moments where I was so excited to do her first show. Normally, I'm always doing the last show of her visit, and I'm like, really? We're down to one size and one color? So when I say, hey, we've got all the brand new fall edition, this is her launch of her fall collection, and we've got all the great styles that you guys pick as customer picks. So if you can swing, get multiples, certainly think about flex pay. It's easy.
And you know, Gina has it cuffed.
That's cute.
And I do want to say this, the inside of the fabric, what the beauty of SuperStretch is to the outside is the rayon, which is accountable for the softness, and the long-combed cotton, which is also accountable for drinking in color. The polyester, which marries to the spandex and are both about stretchiness and recovery, are to the inside. So if you want to cuff your jeans, especially in black, indigo, mid-tone, or chambray or gray, you're going to get a little bit of contrast. It's going to make it even a more casual pant, and it is truly a fantastic way to go.
You know what I wish we were showing too, because it's a jegging. I wish we were showing a high shaft boot with this.
Oh,
fabulous, because it's a jegging. Hello, it's like a legging, but it's a jean and super stretch. It's like the miracle combination of greatness.
It's very easy to wear any height, boot, or footwear. Well, we're getting a lot of California girls calling, which I love. Right? Lynn, hello.
Hi there. How are you?
We're great. What part of California?
San Jose, just south of San Francisco.
It's gorgeous. Yes, I lived in California for the first about 20 years of my life. So L.A., San Francisco, Marin County, Sausalito. So your part of the world is really beautiful and perfect for wearing jeans. So what do you love about DG2?
DG2 is the one Levi that I can bring in the door, cut the tags off, and put them on.
Yeah.
And I have a quick story to tell.
Excellent.
I was born in '46, so I was a teenager in the late 50s.
You youngster, you.
Yeah, the only Levi's that were available were guys' Levi's.
Oh, yeah.
And we used to have to go get the pants, bring them home, and the first thing you did was you cut all the tags off, then you went right to the washer, you threw in a half a cup of Clorox, and then you washed those pants, and you didn't wash them once. You usually had to wash them 4 or 5 times just to get them soft enough so you could wear them comfortably.
Yeah, otherwise they cut into you like a paper cut. I remember those.
They were stiff.
Yeah.
You know, and so why I laugh when I see your pants, because you just get them home and put them on.
You know, I'm born around the same time you are, and I remember in Southern California, I always tell this story. My mother would like take me to like the equivalent of a Home Depot then, but it was, you know, some kind of store that had overalls, but you could buy shovels too, and we'd buy my Levi's, and they were boys, and then I used to take that bleach and stuff. I would soak them overnight in the bathtub. My mother would want to kill me because it always wrecked the enamel, but how else could you do it? They were so stiff.
You had to wash them, and like with me, we did the washing machine just so I didn't get yelled at. But I had to wash them at least 4 or 5, maybe 6 times just to kind of get that, I don't know, the starch or whatever.
No, you know what it is? I'll tell you what it was, Lynn. Actually, because we could only get one color, right? Indigo.
Right.
So that comes from the indigo plant. And the indigo plant produces these teeny little flowers, teeny, and they are indigo colored, and that's where indigo dye comes from. So indigo dye, you actually take off the flowers, you almost take a pestle and a mortar and a pestle, and you crush them down. The dye is very thick, so it sticks to the fibers of cotton, and therefore, you know, the first couple of wearings, you have to wash them and kind of wash them separately. But it is a very thick, very rich dye, and it sticks into cotton fiber. So that's why we had to wash them the way we did.
Back then,
back then, but even now. Even now. So I know that you and me, we're like, this is like the equivalent of a horse and buggy to taking a rocket to the moon. This stuff is amazing.
Well, it's amazing how time, you know, we
technology.
get older, and that's not good, but the things that advance, they are good.
Yeah, this is very good, truthfully, because honestly,
thank you, Lynn.
Did we ever think at our age we'd be rocking denim and rocking a pair of skinnies? And your answer would be, no. But here we are. It was so nice talking to you.
Thanks, Lynn.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
And again, you know, for those of you who've given up on jeans, maybe say, oh my gosh, I haven't worn jeans in years. Welcome to the jegging.
You want to come right back to SuperStretch. And actually, if you have not worn jeans in years, there is a choice tonight. And maybe you didn't tune into the first hour, but maybe we could just put that color swipe across the screen, because not only do we have the skinny jegging as our SuperStretch hero, but we've also got the boot cut in SuperStretch, which we showed in the first hour, and we'll try and get that graphic up for you.
And you have all the options tonight.
Exactly.
I mean, this is where, if you've never tried it, or you gave up on jeans years ago, you're like, I want my groove back, you know, I love sexy jeans, I wore them when I was younger. Welcome to Diane Gilman, and it changes lives, and I can't tell you how many phone callers we get.
That must be Cara.
It is Cara. Cara's the only one who can do that.
I couldn't see your face because when there was a camera in the way, but Cara always does good bends in the jeans.
Well, and it's because you can. This is the kind of jean, I'm not kidding you. You'll get these home, you'll slip them on, and you'll go, oh, I need more colors. I need more pairs. And I call them the potato chip jeans. You can't have just one. And the SuperStretch by far is so comfortable and delicious.
And it's a good weight for fall, too, because this is
good point.
10.5-ounce weight, which means, I mean, to me, it's year-round wear. But, you know, when you start out a season and the price is right, boy, that price is great, because I actually thought the price was going to be $54.90. So you've got a perfect weight. You've got a fabric that doesn't crease. You've got a fabric that retains its shape. It stretches, but it comes right back. You've got it in so many fabulous practical colors.
Except for the purple, by the way. The purple, we are losing all the sizes in the petite and the tall length.
Whoa.
So if you want purple, we're basically down to the average length, petite, average, tall. Then these goes extra small through 3X. The stretch is incredible. I'm so excited about tonight's show, only because we have so many choices. And that will not be true by the end of
And I'm excited about going into my favorite season of the year. Because the other thing I love about the skinny, and you're seeing it in the beige, the Loden, the chambray, now we're coming to the black, this is the perfect shape to wear with puffer jackets. So as you start to see the season progress and those cooler nights, and you're getting into those kind of oversized jackets, which I love puffer jackets, when you do a bigger top, you want to do a leaner bottom to balance out your silhouette. Well, this is the perfect one. You don't want a skinny jean that doesn't have incredible forgiveness and stretch to it. Easy sizing from extra small to extra large up to 3X. And the colors are gorgeous. And you know something? Just taking a look at the indigo, which is the classic indigo with gold top stitch on it, grommets, belt loops, even a three-dimensional fly. Everything about this, our little DG2 nameplate on this, everything about this looks so authentically denim and so high-end. You know, it was funny, but, and I'm sure Roberto and I will tell a lot of stories about Capri, and he and Amadeo were really born in Naples and lived out their whole childhood in Capri. But Capri, the thing that I loved about Capri was it wasn't about, there's a lot of resorts like Saint-Tropez where if you're above 19 years old, you might as well slit your throat and just go die somewhere because you're not in play anymore. But in Capri and Italy in general, they just appreciate older glamour girls.
Yeah, they do.
If you're glamorous at heart, at any age, you're appreciated. And every single day I was there, I was wearing my DG2s, and then maybe it was a couture top for a party at night. But you know something? These little guys look so premium, so authentic, so beautifully done. Every single stitch is in place. Every thread is clipped. You can really see it when you get to contrast.
Details,
every bar tack is done perfectly. Here's where price, this is going to blow away your expectations when you get it home.
It truly will.
It really will.
Let me ask you this. Do you love wearing leggings? You're like, oh, I'm all in. Love leggings. They're so comfortable.
Yeah,
and
do
yet,
you love easy?
Do you love it? Yes.
Do you love comfy?
But imagine something better than a legging. And we all love leggings, right? Better than a legging.
Well, why do we love a legging? Because it's easy and comfortable, because you don't have to think about it, and because it never screams back at you. You gained weight. Oh, you didn't go to the gym last week? Now look what happened. These are simply forgiveness in a pant leg, but beautifully tailored. Stand up against any great. Maybe you have collected like me over decades of work and career. Some really beautiful blazers. You don't want to invest in another $300, $400 blazer again, but how are you going to make it look refreshed and new? Put it with a new fabulous bottom. And the interesting thing about SuperStretch is because it has a really matte surface to it. Go to wear it with wool tweed, looks fabulous. Go to wear it with gabardine, looks great. Go to wear it with a chunky cotton sweater, it looks just right. This is a surface, and maybe it's because I design constantly in color, so I'm very sensitive to fabric and surface. This just has a surface to me that can take almost any top and make it look better.
And there's a lot of pants out there that can't do that. And again, you get this home, experience it on FlexPay. FlexPay's easy, any major credit card, $24 and what, 95 cents. And I promise you, if you don't want to come back and get more colors, write me. Facebook me. Because if you get these home and you slip them on and they don't become your favorites, if you grab the boot cuts that we had earlier in the SuperStretch and they don't become your go-tos, I want you to write me and tell me why. I really do. You can Facebook me and say, Suzanne, this is why. I will be shocked if you do. The only difference might be sizing. If you are half size, you might want to go down a size in SuperStretch, but that would be the only reason. These are the most reviewed fabrication in the history of HSN. You got to find out why.
We're closing in now on 8,000 perfect five-star reviews on the fabric, and the fabric is honestly distributed among the boot cut, the comfort waist, the flat-waisted jegging. So it doesn't matter the body or the silhouette. You love it all in SuperStretch. And quite frankly, So do I, and I was telling the story last hour. Because I travel around the world constantly for TV, and we start TV in Paris really soon, which I'm those are going to be fatal trips. Woo! The shopping there is
thank
just
God for SuperStretch.
insane. Yeah,
and the food.
But you know something? I don't ever find in any part of the world a jean that matches ours. And you know why? Because $49 is just a joke. That is a fantastic try me, collect me, stock up on me price. These are heaven. And you are talking to a total fashionista here, somebody who has seen it all, from the very depths of pricing to sitting in the front row of couture shows and seeing 40, 50, yeah, I'm going to say it, $100,000 gowns. And I could be sitting in that first row with my SuperStretch jegging on and maybe a designer blazer, and it would all meld perfectly together. How many pieces in your wardrobe right now can you say you can wear 100 different ways? From super casual to office perfect, all the way up to evening dressy. I went to a beautiful club the other night that got taken out to dinner in New York, my birthday, called the University Club. It is world famous. It's on 54th and 5th Avenue. It takes up the entire city block.
Oh, my goodness.
And 80-foot ceilings inside, all hand-painted, arched. I mean, you're not allowed to bring in a cell phone.
Seriously?
Yep.
That's awesome.
So totally formal, really legendary. What was I? And they were, you know, and the person who took me was screaming at me and saying, "Now don't you wear jeans? You're not allowed to wear jeans." So what did I wear?
Jeans.
I wore the SuperStretch skinny jeggings in black.
Did you really?
Didn't look like a jean because I covered it up and I had a very, very dressy top on.
That's
and
hysterical.
I felt so elegant.
Is there
so
any place
right.
you don't wear SuperStretch?
No.
Seriously.
No.
I'll tell you another funny story. We went to a really formal occasion. You were supposed to wear a gown, a full-on gown. Guess what? She hates them. You really do.
Them.
She's not a fan of gowns.
I am not a dress-up girl.
She rocked a pair of white SuperStretch jeans
and then
with a fabulous orange
a couture top.
It was a couture top, and she totally knocked it out of the ballpark. So, you know, that I think is, and here's the thing, to your point, the price is ridiculous. It really is. You don't know it until you get it home and try it. You do not understand what we're talking about until you open up that bag and then you slip it on and you go, this is ridiculously comfortable. And then you wash them, you dry them, wash them, dry them, wash them, dry them. You can wash them, dry them hundreds and hundreds of times, and they still are ridiculously fabulous.
And the other thing is, they are, not only do they hold their shape, but I like the weight of them because, yes, they are lean, but you don't have to be lean to wear them. They don't show lumps and bumps through.
That's huge.
They have a very luscious profile to them. And when I talk about a profile of a fabric, I'm really talking about the height of the fabric itself. So it holds you in, but it stretches like crazy. It hides every lump and bump, but yet it isn't thick and bulky. This, to me, elementally, in 40 years of design, is probably my #1 favorite fabric to ever have worked in.
Yeah.
And it re-established DG2 as a modern jean company. Because not only we're raving about the stretch and the hand feel, but it's also about the philosophy of DG2, which is we're not out to dress a 20-year-old. We're not out to dress a teenager with a perfect body. And that's mostly what you see in contemporary departments, in department stores. That's where the denim rests, or with juniors. We're there for you. We're there for real women's bodies. We know how you age. We know what happens to your body after a child or two. We know what happens when you pass that 40-year-old mark. And so we make our waists more generous. We make our hips more generous. We know where you put on the bulk of your weight.
Right.
And
we
therefore,
know where the trouble
we are there for you.
Yeah.
We are catering to you like you have never had before.
So true. And here's what's really cool. Petite, average, tall. We have all these sizes. And that's great on a skinny jegging, is you want the right length, right? Well, she gives that to you. And there's not a department store out there that would give you these colors, this size range, all
Where are you
lengths.
going to get talls?
Yeah, where are you going to get talls?
Where are you going to get a petite size 22?
Exactly.
I mean, this or a petite 3X. And really, who wants to schlep around to every department?
So true.
And then maybe you have to go to a specialty store if you're a plus size.